Hi again, it's Deb RN, and this is another episode of Advocacy in Scrubs. This is the beginning of a multi-part series that I'm doing on what happens when Alzheimer's is kept behind closed doors, when it's something secretive, when it's something that is hidden from the rest of the world, from the family, and when it's something that detrimentally affects both the patient and the caregivers. So let's get started. What happens when an Alzheimer's diagnosis is kept behind closed doors? Imagine waking up one day and realizing the world has quietly moved on without you. Friends stop dropping by, family gatherings happen, but your chair stays empty. Days blur together inside the same four walls, broken only by the occasional medical appointment. Your world becomes smaller, your voice becomes quieter, and slowly, painfully, you begin to disappear from the life you once lived. For so many people living with Alzheimer's disease, this isn't a fear, it's their reality. Recently, actor Danny Glover shared that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 4 years ago. And just this past week, Captain Sully Sullenberger, the hero of the Miracle on the Hudson, announced his own diagnosis. Their courage places them among over 7 million Americans living with this devastating disease. I've cared for Alzheimer's patients for years. I've cared for my grandmother, my father, and my mother. I've watched people I love slip behind that closed door. And I've watched what happens when families try to hide the diagnosis, hoping it will somehow protect their loved one. Think what happened to Gene Hackman. But silence doesn't protect anyone. Silence isolates. Silence harms. When families shut themselves off from the world, both the patient and the caregiver begin to suffer. The patient feels the loss first. The loneliness, confusion, fear, depression creeps in, anxiety rises, and agitation becomes a constant companion. Their identity, their purpose, their sense of self all begin to fade. And caregivers, we break quietly. We lose sleep. We lose ourselves. We carry the weight of every forgotten memory, every restless night, every moment of fear. Burnout doesn't arrive suddenly. It builds one exhausted day at a time. Alzheimer's doesn't just steal memory. It steals connection. It steals community. It steals the simple comfort of being seen. That's why speaking openly matters. That's why the Glover and Sullenberger families choosing transparency matters. Because when we bring Alzheimer's out from behind closed doors, we bring people back into the light. Patients, caregivers, and families. No one should face this disease alone. If this message resonates with you, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with someone who needs support today. Your engagement helps more caregivers find help, hope, and community they deserve. And if you're caring for a loved one with dementia and you're feeling stretched thin, overwhelmed, or unsure of your next step, you don't have to navigate this alone. You really don't. Contact me. I'll provide you guidance that protects your well-being while supporting the person you love. Leave a comment. Contact me directly. I will respond within 48 hours. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for part 2.